What's going on, everybody? Once again, my name is Van Gaither here with my co-host Counterculture Robs. We are back for our second episode of Platinummics. Appreciate everyone that tuned in to the first one last week discussing top 5 Let It Ride, your favorite albums from beginning to end. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We're back this week with which artist had the best 3 album run. Counterculture Robs, what's good, man?
I'm all right, man. You know, this is a nice little topic right here. You know, something to dive into. I came across a lot of joints that, you know, I get through the first 2 that are that potent, and then you know, I couldn't find a third. So, you know, being able to put together 3 of them, yeah.
Man, there's some cats out there that give you one and go disappear.
That too, or one, let a few happen, another one.
Circle
you know
back.
What I mean? So yeah, to be consistent with you know, 3 in a row. And that's subjective too, but you know,
it's subjective, but
we'll
some of these I can't miss though.
We'll figure that out.
You know, I might be an ass on 1 or 2 of these here.
Okay. So UGK,
UGK,
super tight, riding dirty, dirty money.
Dirty Money is what was questionable for me.
Okay.
I hate to dive. I'm sorry, y'all. We're diving right in here. This is just one we've been going back and forth about for a minute. So forgive us for diving in on y'all. But we're gonna go on and get this thing started for you though. I'm gonna go ahead and concede. I'll just put it that way. Because I didn't care for it, doesn't mean the culture didn't.
Right.
And the Southern culture rode to that. So therefore, you gotta say UGK did have a 3 album run. I know they were more regional and they didn't really grasp throughout. But for the South, you gotta give it up. They had a 3 album run. Now, again, did they have the best 3 album run? That I don't know.
Right. But by the time Dirty Money came, I think, you know, from whatever their regionality may have been, you know, it spread a little bit further to where, and then when you talk about regional, what are we talking about? Just to the South? Because I feel the West Coast may feel them just as much as the South did.
So everywhere but New York, for the most part, you're right, because the West Coast probably was rocking with them. Go ahead and say it. It is what it is.
Big homie Jay-Z plugged him in on that, though, to a degree, huh?
Later, but yeah, he did.
I got you.
He showed some respect and some love, but yeah, because what was the one they was in? Big Pimpin'? Which one was in Big Pimpin'?
Pimp C.
Pimp C was in Big Pimpin'.
Was Bun B in there? Yeah, it's been so long since I heard that song.
Yeah.
But I know for sure Pimp C's verse is what. No, it was both of them. Yeah,
both
it was. But it was Pimp C's verse.
But you know what? I'm going to give you a little fun fact about that video.
What?
I forgot which one it was, but one of them didn't even want to get on the plane to go down to Carnival where they shot the video.
I believe that was Pimp C.
He shot his in Miami.
Okay.
To make it look like he was down there with him down in Trinidad.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going down there.
Word.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize
that. Sound like Pimp C though.
Yeah, because if you look at, he wasn't in the scenes with Jay-Z.
Yeah. He used to produce a lot of his stuff too, man. That's the part that I like about UGK. You know, Bun B. You know, that people pay homage and say he one of the better lyricists that's out here coming from the South. I lean more towards Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? That voice and then his production, then the harmonies he used to do.
If I got to choose, I prefer Pimp C over Bun B, but I got love for both.
Right.
I'm good either way.
So now that we on this subject, what was you considering?
The best 3 album run? You know what, man? I hope I don't lose people with this one because this is our second episode, so I don't know our age group, demographic, what's going on right now. We'll figure that part out later. I got 3. LL, OutKast. I'm putting a question mark on Drake, and I'm going to tell you why Drake.
Drake.
Right. I'm putting a question mark on Drake for now.
Okay.
LL Cool J didn't have a 3 album run. LL had a 4 album run. But I know we're only talking about 3.
Hit the span.
He had Radio, Bigger and Deffer, Walking with a Panther, Mama Said Knock You Out.
Okay.
So he had 4 albums. What was that? 80, 85, 87, 89, and 90.
Okay.
Where he just dominated. Radio gave you what it gave you. Then he went out to L.A., got with the L.A. Posse and DJ Pooh, and did the second one, Bigger and Deffer, which had Bad on it, Go Cut Creator, and all of that.
Yeah.
Totally different sound.
All right.
Then he came back, I think it was Marley Marl, I can't remember, forgive me, and did Walking with a Panther.
All right.
And then he turned around and did Mama Said Knock You Out. Booming Systems, Round the Way Girl. I know a lot of people be like, oh, that's soft crap, whatever. I'm an LL fan, so I deal with it.
So, I was real young when LL was doing,
like you said last week, different age group.
But you know,
generational guy.
When he was I'm Bad, that LL, and then I'm the type of guy that LL. You know, that's when I appreciated LL more, and I was a little one. But when he started being that nasty R&B nigga, that's when he kind of lost me. But I fuck with LL. You know what I mean?
We told y'all last week y'all was gonna get that bull, and here it is.
But I get it. He was winning women. You know what I mean? Women buy records. You know
well, his name
saying?
is Latest Love.
Yeah.
So he told you that when he came out.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bad. I still know all the words to that song, and that probably came out when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the early feelings of hip hop that sprouted my love for it.
Okay.
So you know, I appreciate LL in that window, but you know, I didn't know how big and how important all that was. So I get it.
I wish we had a way, because people gonna Google it. They're not gonna be honest. If I could ask people, what was his name before LL Cool J, and why did he change it? I would give a prize out, free T-shirt, Hip Hop Forever, but a lot of people would turn around and Google it, so we have no way of knowing that. But it was Jay Ski. I mean, he didn't want to be affiliated with cocaine, so he changed the name.
Jay Ski.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, people was affiliated with cocaine, Curtis Blow, all of that. A lot of people didn't realize that. But yeah, that's LL. I think LL had the best run ever, but we're going to keep going. We're not going to stop right there. I say L. We're going to circle back to LL. What you got after that? Who else you mentioning?
I'm gonna go with something that I feel is a great. This is hip hop to me. You know what I'm saying? This is Ghostface Killer. He had the Iron Man album. Followed that up with Supreme Clientele, which to me is probably one of the greatest albums ever.
I won't debate that one, but that first one. But we'll come back.
What, Iron Man?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna cheat. And he was on Only Built for Cuban Links.
Wait a minute,
he
he was
co-star.
How many? He was only 5 or 6 cuts. He was all the way through that.
So it was on 12 cuts, and it was only an 18 joint, and 2 of them was skits. So you know what I'm saying?
But it's not his album though.
He got his name on the cover.
But he jumped on with somebody.
He got his cover.
He piggybacked though with my man.
He didn't piggyback.
But it's not. It wasn't his. So we talking.
He outshined.
He got on somebody's shit and outshined him. But it wasn't a solo. I thought we was doing solo projects.
Fair enough. So Bulletproof. What was it? Bulletproof Wallets or
Bulletproof Wallets.
You know, the ones after that.
Yeah.
You know that I can go to the back end and put that on there too, because you know that album. You know, when it first started out, I was like, what is he doing here? But then when you get to the second half of the album, it because he was experimenting with some different production.
Yeah.
On that third solo, that it took me a while to grasp, but then when I got to the second half of the CD, this is the old Ghost that I'm used to.
That's your original.
Ghost is you know, he's a scientist when it comes to how he's putting words together that may not necessarily make sense. He's the king of non sequitur rap. You know what I'm saying? If you know what that means shit that don't it don't necessarily have to line up A to B.
No, he's doing his own thing. He's not following the traditional structure.
He's the illest when it comes to rapping, in my opinion. And
really,
you tripping, you tripping with Iron Man, because Iron Man is what made me, you know, that's when he, you know, at first when Wu-Tang came out, my favorite may have been Dirty Bastard and you know, maybe Method Man, but when Raekwon and Ghostface got together, it's over.
Well, for me, the Iron Man and the Cuban Links, the Iron Man and Cuban Links, that's my Illmatic and It Is Written.
Ooh, it's part 1 and part 2.
That's my, because I'm over here with It Is Written. I miss me with Illmatic. So I'm at Cuban Links. Iron Man,
It was his take on some classic shit, because, you know, when he outshined Raekwon, and peace Raekwon, because Raekwon killed his solo joints.
It just, my man came in hard. Solo,
but it made me like, yo, Ghostface is that nigga. And then when he had his own pot to cook,
he cooked it.
Oh shit.
He cooked it.
Oh shit. Yeah, that wasn't a fluke.
And
then when he came with Supreme Clientele in 2000, who won 2000? What was that? Is that no? Blueprint came the year after. He should have had 2000. Whether it was Eminem or whoever the fuck they gave Rapper of the Year in 2000. Supreme Clientele.
We talked about that culture. We talked about that culture.
He bought Wu-Tang back. He bought him back.
I'm gonna circle back to that. You know what? I don't have to circle back to that. You might be right. Thinking back on that, You might be right. He put him back in the game.
He waved that flag from here on out.
He
now,
put him back in the game.
Wu-Tang, it used to be. I don't think of RZA. I think of Ghostface, and then Raekwon and whoever else.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's on me now. I'm going to go to Drake. I've been trying to hold off on this one. I'm going to say why I got a question mark by Drake. Because he sings.
That's R&B shit. You like that shit? You just said LL Cool J. What you mean?
Oh, hear me out, though. Hear me out. Rock with me for a minute. Last week when we did the top 5 Let It Ride, top to bottom, I kept Lauryn Hill out because she's doing the singing. So if I got to put Drake in, then I got to put Lauryn Hill back in for last week.
Well, sure.
I got to boot somebody out and put Lauryn Hill in. Because that miseducation of Lauryn Hill should definitely be a top 5 Let It Ride. So if we doing that, I'll leave Drake in here. But if we're not doing the combo
That's over, man. Drake, go.
Then Drake is on an unprecedented run. He's had the best run of anybody. Not just 3 albums, but how...
Since when?
Huh?
Since when?
What, 2010, 11 when he came out?
Oh,
he hadn't missed yet. Other cats miss.
Right.
Like some of these cats on here, I don't want to name their misses. It seem like we're disrespecting, but Drake is yet to miss.
Word.
So he's...
Everything he put out is just like that.
Album-wise, not song.
Like that.
Yeah, you come on, man. You don't get down with Drake like that, though.
I've never heard that Drake album, so you know what I'm saying. Maybe it may be something I should listen to.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we told y'all, there's gonna be some wild stuff going on up in here. 2010 and now you ain't listened to an album.
If someone's around and they playing it, but you know what I'm saying. Usually I ain't rocking with dudes that's playing Drake albums like that all day to where I gotta hear it like that. But you know, no. I haven't been around him enough to hear all that Drake, you know what I'm saying?
He hadn't missed you. It's a different kind of hip hop. It's a little on the soft side, but when he went up against your man, he bodied him.
Who?
That back to back, that diss track. Who was it? Meek Mill? Not Meek Mill. Who was he went up against?
That was Meek.
Yeah, he bodied him, and Meek is a hardcore Philly rapper.
Okay.
And like he said, you getting bodied by a singer nigga.
Yeah.
So
on the radio.
On the radio. I know it's on the radio.
Fly. So that's some stuff that I would hear because it's everywhere type, you know. But
yeah. So the dude got rap. He can rap. So and he hadn't missed yet. So that for me, Drake has had an unprecedented run, in my opinion.
We might want to do some first listens to that or something. I don't know.
Okay, we can burn a cigar. You know, pour a little whiskey, burn a cigar, and take a listen to it. See where you are. What you got going on next?
I'm gonna go with Benny the Butcher. I feel like his run that he got going on right now. Well, you know what? He's had a miss after this 3 album run I'm talking about, but starting with Tana Talk 3, which I think back in 18.
Wait a minute, you said that a miss?
No.
Oh.
Tana Talk 3, Plugs I Met 1, and then Burden of Proof.
Yes.
That 3 album run right there is an evolution of a nigga who, you know, at Tana Talk 3, he wasn't really bubbling to where the people who know him from Burden are bubbling. Correct. Right? So, you know, that gritty sound there, and then you can even go back for A Friend of Ours. I like A Friend of Ours, which is a project before that. But that Tana Talk 3 was just, top to bottom, dirty, grimy street shit. And Plugs I Met, which is a line that he took out of that he created a whole eight joint project, something like that. And it was just potent. What I love about dudes like this is they not going to give me 30 tracks of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me 8 joints.
They're going to give you 8, 9, 10 hot ones, and they're going to cut. Yeah.
Burden of Proof, to me, ran a little bit long, but, you know.
I love every one on there. And that almost came going to my top 5 Let It Ride.
Okay. So.
Now, I will give you credit for that. You did turn me on to Griselda, so I got to give you credit for that one.
Before all of this.
Way before this. Yeah.
But Tana Talk 3 is that gritty, grimy, different. You can hear the fork clicking in the Pyrex. Mm-hmm. And Plugs is just an extension of where you're getting that shit from. But Burden, it sounds like, you know, when a nigga get popular, and then you start to lose him a little bit, because now, you know, by linking up with Hit Boy, which, you know, solid production. I mean, he did what? King's Disease. I circle back and listen to it. And I mean, in the second one, we'll get to that. But
here we go.
Burden is a cleaner version, and you know, initially when I'm hearing it, because when I Love You For This,
okay,
and then you come with this is kind of issues that I've had with Jay-Z in the past. I would love you for this, and then it's the evolution, but after several listens, after first listen, I think I even said to you, this ain't the one for me.
But do you think it goes back to something we talked about before? You spent your whole life writing this album. Then when it comes out, now you got a year or two to come up with something else when you done spent your all over here.
See, no, I don't think that's the case because these dudes got so many projects before this.
Okay.
But now they just starting to get, you know what I'm saying? I guess linking up with Hit Boy, I mean, you more popular. You got, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
you're saying that make it less grimy and less street, though?
Yeah. The reason I love Griselda is their production, which is, you know, Derringer, Alchemist, these people that reminded me of old New York. So when you get with Burden of Proof or Hit Boy or whoever, that's a different sound that, okay, but I've come to appreciate it because what he's saying is still that shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because
he hadn't changed his tone.
Yeah.
He's still saying.
So it's like I'm still gonna give you these 28 crayons now painted on, this chalkboard or painted on a canvas. You get what I'm saying?
I hear you, but so Hit Boy don't give you that old New York feel? Okay.
It's different. But I'm coming to appreciate it. I can't put my hand on it right now.
Because he's done some New York cats, is why I say that. Yeah. He did Nas, like I said.
That ain't the New York I'm looking for.
That ain't that old 90s.
Alchemist is one of my favorite producers. Havoc.
Okay, speaking of old New York, I just want to hear your take on the Public Enemy. Because I know we said we was going to get to it.
So we done with this. You got them on here? This is one of your joints, Public Enemy?
Oh, yeah. Again, with Public Enemy, not knowing what our audience is just yet, how old the audience is, I don't want to lose people because we talking.
Lost me.
Yeah. I said, how old were you in 88?
9.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when they came out, 88 was the second one.
88, I'm Bad was out too though, wasn't it?
Okay, you know about Unbad.
Children's
right? Story, Slick Rick, all of that was okay, but there was more. But Public
Enemy, the leader was out, right?
All of that, EPMD was out. All of that was out.
So I try to listen to the PE on the way over here.
What you think?
And Chuck D, you a solid dude, right? I know what he is from a hip hop legend perspective, but this shit is way too mature for what I'm on a lower vibration. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and it sounded like noise. You know what I'm saying? It was just loud. No. I listened to all 3 of them joints before I came over here. It was some joints that I recognized.
But that's that Hank and Keith, that's that Shockley production, all of that.
You said you like, them boys is, props for them for people thinking that they legends and good at that shit.
Come on, man, for real?
I ain't like it. I will never listen to it again.
I can't even get out what I'm trying to say. You fucked me up with that one. I know, I like Jay's when they rap. You know, Dirty Bastard was a junkie. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I was entertained by his music, but that Flavor Flav, God, come on. You know what?
I know the whole words. A long time ago. I ain't with all that shit, man.
What else you got, man? Public Enemy
Go
was
again,
mine.
Man. Go again. Do over. That ain't it.
Oh, God. Ice Cube.
Okay.
Ice Cube. America's Most Wanted. Predator.
Yeah.
What was the second one? I forgot the dang on.
Kill It Will.
Kill It. No, not Kill It Will. Death Certificate.
Death Certificate.
Death Certificate. The thing about Ice Cube, a lot of cats do that slow project going up. Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted was so strong. I'm not gonna say the other two was a slow decline, but it didn't do a steady rise. But it was still a 3-album run. Mm-hmm. It's just America's Most Wanted was so strong. Death Certificate, loved it. Predator, I didn't like it as much as the first 2, but I'm a Cube fan, so it stayed in rotation for me. But Ice Cube definitely is in the conversation for the best 3-album run. Okay. And I don't know how focused he was. It's not fair. When the movies and all of that started popping, I don't know how much focus he was on the music anymore either. Maybe that's not fair to say. I could be out of pocket for that one.
He wasn't doing movies at that age, though, wasn't he? Like, during that run, I don't think the movies
When the Friday came out and when?
I guess.
Yeah, 95?
No, it was Boys in the Hood at that point.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah,
okay, so
America's Most Wanted was 1991. Okay. So he hit back. Yeah, so he was deep into the movies, but not deep into it, but he was already going that route. And then he did, what was the one with Ice-T them?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that joint.
What you talking about?
Yeah, that was doing one of these movies, America's Most Wanted, whatever. Then he had My Skin Is My Sin and all of that. That was on the soundtrack, I think.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, he in the mid 90s, he was going hard with the movies.
Right. All right. We done with that, man?
Yeah, I'm done with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube he's a legend. I like it, but
now
to really understand it.
Go ahead.
You know, like I said, 10, 11 years old. You know, those are the beginning seeds.
Correct.
Of I remember liking it in the live time, but then when I go back and listen to certain stuff, I'm like, okay, I just liked it for what it was at that time because it was new.
Yeah.
But certain things I can go back and listen to and be like, that's a great feeling when I listen to it now versus when I first heard it.
So if we're gonna do that, then if we're gonna come up until today's world, one that we ain't really talked about much. Probably won't go that deep into it, but Migos on the 3-album run too now.
Okay.
I would like to think. I gotta go back and look, but they on the 3-album run.
I'm not a huge fan of Migos personally, but I recognize how fast and what they say. That there is skill in what they do.
Oh yeah.
And I
Modern day Bone Thugs.
I get frustrated when people act like they can't rap.
Wait a minute, come on, break that down.
I heard people say, it's not, they're not skilled. They're just, their style took over hip hop when they came, and now to me, I hear Migos and a lot of other people.
We talked about that having it in the headlock.
Yeah.
On the last podcast,
where my version of what they do would probably come in the term of like a Bankroll Fresh or Pee Wee Longway.
Okay.
I like their delivery and cadence of that style a little bit
it
more.
takes a skill set to do what they're doing. I just think people aren't used to it. It's so different, and anytime we get something different that people are not familiar with, you either embrace it or you run from it. And the people that run from it, that reject it, of course they're going to say these cats not skilled. But to try and rap like that, if anytime you say somebody can't rap, try and mirror the words. That's when you know if they can rap or not.
I can't do that.
That's when
Thugs flow and none of that fast.
And that's when you know somebody can rap. Even some of Biggie joints, when you reciting Biggie joints,
right.
Even, I know you don't care for this guy, Eminem, the guy can flow.
Right.
And so whenever someone says someone can't rap, recite the lines as smoothly, as eloquent as they did, then that will tell you. If you're going to do it as good as they did, then you know. And then you got to factor in the wordplay and what they're saying as well.
Right.
Also.
Right.
What you got next, man? I know we're moving fast on y'all. We're gonna get y'all going.
I think Nas's 3-album run was legendary.
I mean,
the Illmatic, it was written, and then I Am.
I'm like a spades partner, one in a possible.
I mean, I Am had Nas's like. You know what I'm saying? I Am, where he put it all together. Those first two, you seen him working it out.
You already know how I felt about the first one, but I like I said, I conceded on it. But I
don't know what you hear, and the same thing when I guess
on Illmatic.
No. Yeah, with Illmatic, I don't know what you hear because that's the same thing I want to ask you when you say PE is
Public Enemy.
What do you hear,
dude? The production, the lyric. Now Flavor Flav was a little clown. I give you that, but that's just one segment. You get one answer wrong, it's not an F.
What does listening to a PE album make you want to do?
Can we say this, boy? That's about to make me go revolutionize. Making me, I want to go back and get all the Black Panthers.
Okay.
That's what a PE album make me want to do.
Okay.
It want me to protect, just like this Hip Hop Forever right here. This is ours. By the way, get your Hip Hop Forever t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. When you buy that Hip Hop Forever, you're representing the culture that created all of this. It's the #1 genre of music. Back in the day, they said we were slum. Now, of all the genres, we #1. That's why I rock with PE. We took over this thing. Generational wealth. We went from Benz 190s to rocking Bentleys. That's what hip hop, that's what Public Enemy makes me do. It makes me proud to be this color right here. Then this color right here can make somebody cross the street.
Ice Cube talk like that too, though.
And that's why I love Ice Cube. And then he went and got with the Shockley boys.
So Nas?
Huh?
So bringing it back, Nas.
I ain't got no problem with Nas. I just don't feel like it was as powerful.
Nas had street dreams of, you know what I'm saying? It's dude looking out these project windows and seeing that, things can be different. If I ruled the world, you know what I'm saying?
I ruled the world.
I would feed
everybody in Africa, send them back to Africa.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I ain't going back to Africa. I'm taking over the land that we built on our backs.
But I feel Nas spoke that in a more rational
That's
voice.
the problem with it was rational.
No, not irrational. I just mean in the way that I hear it and process it.
Because it was rational. It wasn't revolutionized.
I can't get over the the crazy production to make me hear what the hell he's
But
even
remember,
talking
wait a minute.
about.
But in all seriousness, remember I told you sometimes I can be music first, and I love their production. The Shockley, Hank and Keith Shockley. It was the production that grabbed my attention. And when you listening to Terror Dome, when you listening to all of the joints, dude, what was I forgot the DJ name that quick. I got to get Cut Create out of my Terminator X.
Terminator X.
When you listen to that joint right there, dude, when you just ride in the car, come on, man, you got to get hyped up when you're listening to that. And that's what, when you ask me what I feel, that's what I'm feeling when I listen to Public Enemy and Ice Cube.
I got you.
Give me my African Medallion back in 1989. That's where I am.
So to me with Nas, before, we start talking about that 5 for 15, we started it off strong.
Okay.
And then that's when he kind of, you know what, when the lost tapes are better than.
But he still had a 3-album run.
Yeah.
So
and it was written, may have been probably one of the best produced joints as well.
With a nice of all of Nas's work.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
that was his best work
because it had some commercial stuff that wasn't exaggerated or disgusting, and regular shit.
Now, what album was I asked you this once before? My favorite Nas song is One Mic. What album was that one on?
I believe that's Stillmatic.
Stillmatic,
the other one. And all of
Ether,
that.
that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was, all right, come back.
Get back to your roots.
I'm doing
Get
better
back to what you do.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that one.
Okay. We talked about OutKast, didn't we?
I don't think on this one.
No, I'm talking about the 3-album. No, we did not talk about OutKast. OutKast to me had a 5-album run, but we're gonna stay with the 3 albums though. Southern Playalistic, AT Aliens, Aquemini.
Done.
No, Stankonia.
Done.
No, come on, man. Stankonia, get out of here, man. And then the double CD, Speaker Box and Love Below.
Done.
Come on,
First
Sean.
3. I'll take the first 3.
And you saying Stankonia in the what's wrong with Stankonia in the last 2?
The double disc. I mean, for one, you had Andre's side.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
He had that. What was that one song? Prototype. I think that was the only one out of his side. Well, hey
y'all, Prototype.
But, you know what I'm saying? Those are good commercial records. But overall, the whole album was. And I think Big Boy only had one. It was a real bass heavy album on that. No, I'd rather hear what's the one they made a movie of?
Idlewild. Idlewild came behind that.
Idlewild.
Okay, so they got Jordan numbers then. They got 6-album run. They put up Jordan numbers then. We'll go 6.
You added 2 extra non-cypher albums right there, man. I'm not with that. But now you're moving the goalposts. Let's talk about these first 3. These first 3 we agree on
all day long.
Southern Playalistic,
AT Aliens, and
Aquemini.
Yeah.
So, and those probably aren't their most commercial, most selling, best albums, but that's what laid the groundwork for, to me.
But are we not basing on sales though, are we?
No.
Because I would say the case, we got to throw MC Hammer in there. I'm being an asshole.
Yeah, you crazy.
I'm being an asshole. Disregard that.
But the music that they give you on that first one, original.
Okay.
Right? We're going to say that.
Southern
right?
Playalistic.
Original.
Okay.
Right? And then they flipped it on us a little bit with AT Aliens. Right?
They got into their bag.
And then with the third one, it's like, oh, these boys is grown. You get what I'm saying? That's what I like seeing. To me, that is a good, better, best.
And they did that.
Where some of them would be like, yo, that's dope. Not even but not that other one, but okay,
They didn't have that fall off.
They had that step up, kept going.
Well, see, that first album, I don't know how much, I would love to ask them. I don't know how much that first album was truly them versus the label and organized noise telling them what to do. Versus the second and third album, we doing what we do.
Yeah,
I wonder if that was the case. I could be wrong. I don't know.
You know what? And I'm gonna tie this in the T.I.
Okay.
Right, because that's another one who I think has a
might as well
3-album
segue
run.
right on in.
Some
go
people
in there.
said 4, but I start with I'm Serious, which didn't do very well outside of here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Remember how long we was playing Dope Boys in the Trap
Forever.
before T.I. became T.I.
And then he did the mixtape.
Right. So I'm Serious, Trap Music, Urban Legend.
You stopping at Urban Legend?
Stop. Where you going?
The one after that, and
King?
Paper Trails.
What is it, King?
T.I. versus T.I.P. King, T.I. versus T.I.P. And then Paper Trails. You can't get that far?
There's some good joints on there here and there, but at that point, he's a different artist.
Yeah.
So this is how I'm tying that OutKast and that T.I. together. I wish that artists would give me, all right, what was it? AT Aliens, right? I got that album. Where are the joints that didn't make the album? Give me those. You get what I'm saying? Because Nas showed us with Lost Tapes that we can have Lucy's or sessions from another album still make a great album. You get what I'm saying?
You know, that'll be a cold idea right there.
Dope idea.
The joints that didn't make the album.
Because I remember Tip, I used to be on all kind of sites getting my music downloading and all of that. And I remember reading, I did 60 joints for this 15 album. What are those other 30? Some bangers what are them other 35 that just didn't make it?
It's got to be 6, 7 in there that work.
Because if you know artists, I'll have this joint, and then I'm working on another project. DMX, first album. Here, we need another one by the end of the year. He just took a lot that didn't make.
He just gave him
that
the
first
album.
one, and because he did that for, I think it was $1 million bonus.
Yeah,
how he did that. So and it made a solid album. That second one. So
which is why he had 2 come out in '98.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I want. I want to hear those OutKast albums that didn't make that 18 album joint. Those T.I. joints that didn't make. But as artists, they really know those are in the tuck on someone's hard drive. And now I'm in album mode for my new one, giving you different stuff.
I wonder how hard it would be for them to get a hold of those and just release them. Or is it worth their while, worth their time?
It's really just finding whoever engineered it and all of that, and then
if they got the rights if they own the rights to their music,
knows?
then if they own the rights to their music, then they can do that.
I think those type projects would be dope.
But let's stay in that lane though. DMX, 3 albums.
We can go ahead and. I think we can go ahead and say he got a 3-album run. Wasn't necessarily my run.
You saying that one? You real reluctant on that one, dog.
It wasn't my run. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate DMX and all of that, but I never wanted to hear a whole DMX album front to back. Okay. Anyway, plus Snoop or not Snoop, what's his name? Swish.
Yeah, I know you. We're gonna wrap this up in just a little bit here. One I gotta talk about. Tupac.
Okay.
All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World, Machiavelli.
Okay.
I think that's
I agree with that.
And I think Machiavelli would have been bigger had he been here to perform it, push it. Had he been around, I think that one would have been bigger than All Eyes on Me. Because I think that was more him. That All Eyes on Me, you're coming out of jail, you got to do the music. Like you said, you got to meet the record labels, quota, all of that crap.
Taking everybody else's hits.
The best of Daz, the best of Snoops, just like you said, Warren G, whoever else. Didn't Quick do some stuff on that album too? Yep. I think. Yeah, versus Machiavelli, I think that was more Tupac. And I think that was Tupac changing and revolutionizing also. I think his mindset was starting to grow and mature on that album as well. I believe that was I think if we'd have got more music out of Tupac, had he been around, I think we was getting ready to start getting less drama and more real music, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
I know, man.
I think that's in his DNA.
The drama?
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody what you said about Tupac, or we gonna leave that alone?
I don't even remember what I said.
The good music, but
oh yeah. I don't think.
Only if you want to go into that, because I thought it was hilarious.
I think he like the OG to guys like 6ix9ine when it comes to clout and drama. Then spitting on cops, niggas, shooting police, going to jail, just getting riled up about whoever he thinks shot him. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know who shot you, like them real New York niggas that shot you, why wouldn't you talk about them? So, of course, it's easy to say, Biggie, you fat motherfucker, or Puff, you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't there. So, it might be some people that can say, oh, this happened and all that. But, just on the outside looking in, he just loved, and I'm a lower vibration nigga. I love lower vibes, but he was just disgusting with it, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I like some of his music, a lot of his music, but, just not to the heights that these folks put him like on an Olympian pedestal. So, I was listening to Mobb Deep, my 3-album run.
Stay right there, because I was about to ask you about them next.
Infamous. Murder Music, Hell on Earth. That's what I was listening to rather than Dear Mama.
Now, Murder Music, I didn't get into that one as much. I gotta admit.
That's the one with you know what I mean?
No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't get into it as much. But the first and that third album, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, P was one of the best to ever do it. And he made niggas like Tupac nervous.
Let me ask you a question about him.
He made Jay-Z nervous.
Why do you think he don't get the love he should get?
I mean,
or do you think he do it not?
Hey, Van, you know, let's take a poll in the comments, ladies. You know what I'm saying? What are you more attracted to? You know what I'm saying? You know,
you going that route?
Visually, they may be like, you know what? But the dirty niggas, we never win, bro. You know what I mean, it's just, you know, when you too grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to conform to be put in.
But the women like the bad guy. They like the bad dude.
They may like it in a
Biggie, black, ugly as ever.
Right, true indeed. But you know what I'm saying? They may like it packaged more like Tupac.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knew who to cater to and all of this. Where P's not. You know what I mean? I'm not catering all that. I'm just making banging music. We doing what we do.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they made Hey Love. You know what I'm saying? I remember dudes that I was around, and they was like, I can't believe these niggas just making R&B music. You get what I'm saying? They gave me hell for R&B music from Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
It's the packaging. That dude didn't waver on what he wanted to do, what he was. You know, and some of these people will chase a check so much that, you know, now we doing shit that is not. What's going on here? So, you know, I think P wasn't with all that.
Yeah,
Jay-Z wants to straddle the fence. He wants to, you know, when he sold $3 million with that Annie, now he's,
like you said, he back with the J Electronica joint, which is what he want to do. Last one, and then we're gonna wrap this thing up. We're gonna recap. I know you got it on your list, Cameron.
Yeah, okay. What albums you talking about?
I'm gonna let you talk on this one. I'm gonna get in trouble with this one. I like the guy, but I don't like the antics that come with him.
What antics?
Cameron?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Dude.
Like the pink?
Yeah, come on.
Like when he was on
the silliness and
like
all
if
that.
he lived next door to a serial killer.
Just all that antagonizing and shit, dude.
You mad?
Nah, man. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna be like them little Becky's on ESPN. Shut up and play ball. You know how they say that shit. I don't want to go that route, but yeah, I think the dude is talented. He just missed me with all the other stuff. But I see what's.
That's a Harlem nigga for you.
Okay, I was trying to keep him going there. You already know what I was trying to keep him going there. Harlem World, what's up? Stand up, New York.
Harlem, boy. Harlem's with all that cool nigga gymnastics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Alpo, who them niggas praise, straight clown. The nigga was a snitch.
Greatest
right?
movie ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Greatest movie ever.
But because of what he did, you know, all of that, they salute them actions. You know, we ain't got to agree with it. I pay attention to the movie, not the movie, the music.
The music.
And you know, he's been one of my favorite rappers since his first album, which you know I don't think that's gonna be in a lane that a lot of people be like, yeah, that album was banging. So I'm just gonna let that one ride. But start that sports, drugs, and entertainment.
Okay.
Come Home With Me, and then Purple Haze. To me, Purple Haze. Being again a constant ladder of getting better every time you come out. His wordplay is better than Mace, who was big at that time. That's his co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? That's dudes that he was running around with. Biggie wanted to sign Son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Biggie. You know, everybody associated with Big from a rap standpoint. I think was talented. Not his little mans that he put on like Junior Mafia, but like Little Kim, a woman who could rap.
Truly rap.
Right.
Yeah. But there what you got against? Oh my.
But you know, Cam is nice, and again, when someone is nice around you, you can make other people who are nice too feel uncomfortable. Yeah. Like Jay-Z made him uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? He had more noise in that Rockefeller building.
Yeah, but he was doing some behind the scene type shit, dude. Come on, man. Business is business. It wasn't about the rapping. When it gets to you start messing with money, that's a whole different ball game right there.
Okay. I
So
don't even know what we're talking about.
huh?
All right. Well, what kind
You
of
talking about the whole Rockefeller thing? With Cameron,
Yeah.
I go out of town and I come back and you make this clown VP of Rockefeller. I shouldn't say clown. That's wrong. But you making moves without talking to me. Maybe he got the skill set to do that. But if the three of us in this together, I go out of town and I come back and somebody the VP. Whoa, you make that decision on your own. Now I'm not saying the man can't hold the seat.
2 out of 3. It's 3 of them.
Huh? Dame, Jay,
and Biggs. So if 2 out of 3 said it's a
I'm still part of this though.
Okay, but you
can I get a phone call?
2/3 out.
But you know what? Rockefeller ain't none without Jay. Make another hole. You ain't made 1 cent. So can I get that respect? Can I at least get a phone call or text something? Dude, you may not be up on this, but this is what we're thinking about doing. Give me that respect.
All right. Right. But that's not an antic on Cameron's part.
No, that's not against him. You're
Cameron
right. That ain't on him.
Would take a closet in the Rockefeller building and make a studio out of it.
I give him that.
I'm going to make something out of nothing. So that dude is like, no one has ever given me nothing my whole life in this rap game.
I got to take everything. Everything I've gotten, I've had to take.
I had to take. When he got signed to Biggie dies, and then gets stabbed. When he gets picked up with Come Home With Me. Jay-Z didn't fully ingratiate himself.
Correct.
Coming over. And then, it's a dude that got to make it on their own. So, you get down or lay down.
He got to kick down his own doors.
So it's going to rub some people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I'm trying to show you that but you already
gave it to you this way.
You don't like me.
I gave it to you this way. You didn't want it, so now I'm gonna give it to you the other way.
Plus, I'm making so much noise. I'm bringing this money in here. Yeah, of course. I've heard Jay's had his insecure moments.
Or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. All right, y'all. Platinummics, the podcast. Let us know what you think. Which artist had the best 3 album run? We've talked about a lot of artists. We left Rick Ross off. We hadn't talked about him. We hadn't talked about Future.
Kanye.
I won't talk about Kanye. He tried to get us to sell out the culture. I won't talk about Kanye.
The Game.
That's another one. The Game. But that being said, so far, I'm going to go with OutKast had the best 3 album run. Overall, who would you say? Ghostface Killer.
My opinion.
Counterculture Robs, y'all. Van Gaither. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for the notification. Like, follow for more updates. Appreciate you all tuning in. If you missed the last one, please go back and look at it. Top 5 Let It Ride. Appreciate all y'all. Be good.